Welcome to Minecraft. I'm on my server here that I've been playing on and off with my friends for probably over a year now, maybe. And I wanted to start making some videos because I've been inspired. I've been inspired by some Minecraft YouTubers, specifically the Hermitcraft YouTubers. If you haven't seen them, check them out. They are fantastic. So I wanted to make some Minecraft videos of my own, and I figured what better way than to start off my series with a world tour, because you can't just hop into an already built up world. No, 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 no. We gotta go see what's been going on this whole time. And I know the perfect place to start. Let's go. Alright, here we are where it all started, at least for me. I wanted to build a place that felt secluded, out in the woods, somewhere that, you couldn't really see society very much. So I decided to build this little cabin out here, and I think it turned out super amazing. And as you can see, I didn't really do the interior very much. And you'll probably see that starts to be a theme where I start things, get excited about something else, and abandon project, hop to the next one. But I still think that the exterior of this one came out super adorable. And I also added in a little chicken coop over here. Got some chickens roaming around that are supplying me with some eggs. Over here I have my stables where I've got a couple horses and is that another wild dog? That is so strange. Well, at least I know where I need to go when I need to get wolves. So yeah, this is where it all started for me. I started with this little cabin out here. Everyone else started building over there, not too far away, just over the trees there. But I wanted a place that felt a little bit secluded, and this is what I ended up with. So yeah, that's my beginnings here. But let's hop over to the main area and see what happened over there. This main area is so nice and built up. I really like the different styles we have going on here. But I think we really need to start here at Choco Stables. Now this is home of the famous horse Choco. Choco was a very, very good horse. The fastest horse this land has ever seen, but unfortunately, Choco passed away. We were going to the deep dark. We hit a patch of some loose snow, and unfortunately, that's where Choco perished, frozen to death. Rest in peace, Choco, but your memory will always serve on here at Choco Stables. And ever since then, we've been looking for a horse to replace Choco, but none of them have just been quite as good. None of them as good as Choco. Now, of course, Choco was owned by Captain Straightlace, and this is his house over here. This is Captain Straightlace here. He's sitting down here, facing the water. He's really big into fishing. He's got his I was going to call it a fishing stick. Fishing pole here. And he would use that fishing pole just to fish the days away over here, getting tons and tons of loot. Now, moving on, we have the main square area of our server here, and got a pile of emeralds here, but more importantly, we have representations of all the people on our server here. And I think this one on the end is supposed to represent me, but, well, I might have changed skins since then, so doesn't quite look like me now. Maybe I need to go get myself a head and replace that one there. Down here we have a little house where we have some villagers that sell crops. They're farming villagers. And this is pretty much where we gather up emeralds. Every once in a while we'll go in the back here, gather up some of these crops and sell it to them for those sweet, sweet emeralds. Now up here, we've got the library. This is where we house a whole bunch of different librarians. These ones at the front are, well, they're just the receptionists. One of them has silk touch though, which isn't that bad. But the real magic is upstairs here, where we've got a whole bunch of different villagers here. We got power, mending, knockback, sharpness, looting, efficiency, pretty much any of the enchantments that you can think of. Now, next to the library over here, we've got our wool farm. The wool farm is in a similar build style, but it's got 2 layers here. And down here you can find barrels full of all the different colors of wool. So as you can see, here's all the sheep. Got every single different color here, and their wool just falls down through a hopper system into those barrels at the bottom there. Now these two builds were built by Simmons and Jay. Captain Straightlace have helped out a lot with the library over there, but this one was built by Simmons and Jay. Now up here to the top of the hill, we have Simmons and Jay's house with her stable here. And her house is very nice and well decorated in here. We got lots of different little gadgets and gizmos going on. But the real good part of her base is going to be downstairs here. If we come on down over here, this is her masterpiece. Now this is her storage room. This is her trading hall. This is her auto furnace smelter thingamabob. She's got a lot of things going on down here, and it all works out into these nice little sections here in her base. And of course you can't forget the beautiful little aquarium here. If we cross over this bridge next to her house here, we've got another beautiful house here. This one is a more modern approach on a house. And in here we got, a modern looking house here. We got, oh. Got a head there. Oh, that's a little preview of something for the future. And down here we've got storage, and we've got an enchanting table. More storage on this side. Overall very condensed, but very nice and well decorated. And moving on, we're gonna walk into a nice custom area with a custom cherry tree over here. Jungle trees over here. We got a couple goats. Toast. Oh, you're not named. Over here, this is Dan's house. He has got a more modern take on a build as well. And Dan has been working on another project on the server. This is the museum. The plans for this museum are big. We're planning on getting one of every single block here in the game to display here at the museum. And I really like this chandelier idea that he's got going on here. He's got item frames here for each one of the items to be displayed. We got a little area here if we want to display some items on the ground as well. And of course we have a lot more item frames back here. Now it's going to take a lot of item frames in order to get all of the items in Minecraft in this. We're going to do our best. We'll see how it goes exactly. Now that's pretty much it for what my neighbors have been doing, but I've got a few more things I want to show you guys that I've worked on. So no, that little house in the woods, that's not the only thing that I've been working on. Oh no. I've got some other things I want to show you guys. And they're going to be that way. Let's go. So my house, our original house, is over here. And if we just take a slight detour this way, oh, we got to beat the sun coming down. You'll see we're coming up on my castle area. Now this is it's another project that I started, but didn't quite get around to finishing yet. I do plan on coming back to this one eventually. Just I've got other things going on right now. Let me sleep before the mobs come out. Yes, this is my castle. And these people down here, well, there's not that many right now, but I plan on having a lot of villagers roaming around in here, going to their job sites, hanging out in this big open space in the middle here. And I want it to feel really alive. I want lots of different villagers, some different animals maybe walking around, iron golems, maybe some other kind of mob types that are passive, walking around making this place feel super alive. But like I said, I got distracted by some other projects, so this one's been on hold for a little while now, but I just wanted to get a good view of this from up here. You can see that this castle build is pretty big, but the inside of it is mostly unfinished, save for the throne room. Now, this is the throne room, or at least what we have right now, and this is where I sit when I need to rule over my people. I really like the look of this throne room. I like the deep red of the bricks. I think that it is a room fit for a king, but still definitely room for lots of more details to go on in here, and definitely want to get these torches out eventually. But yeah, like I said, things have been stalling over here because we've got other projects going on, and I want to show you some of those too. Let's go. For the next thing I want to show you, I've got to fly 2,000 blocks that way to where I started a new base. And this new base that I started is a different build style than I'm used to. More of a modern build style. And I want to try something new. And here we are. Oh, now here is my original base for this area. I went with the circle design here. I thought that maybe it would look cool as like a central area if I had a bunch of different things going on around it, and that's starting to come together, I think. So I've got this area out here with the villagers working on this. I was seeing if the villagers malaise would work as a bit of a automatic farming kind of system here, but it's not quite working as I want, and this note block does get kind of annoying sometimes, so I will probably be tearing that out soon. But up here we have our lighthouse, and, well, the lighthouse doesn't seem to be working right now. Let's see if we can fix that. For some reason, sometimes this redstone just doesn't like to cooperate. But that's okay, we can fix that. We just need a torch. We'll put a torch here, and then this. Now, this signal should be going around. Yes. Yes. So now I got the lighthouse to kind of look like it's going in like a circular pattern a little bit. I couldn't get like all of the lights to circle around. I was a bit of a too tight space in there. If I wanted to, I'd have to make the light a little bit bigger, but I like the pattern that it has going here. Over here is my bamboo farm, which it's just ridiculously large, and it generates a ton of bamboo. Here's how it works. I just click this button, and it breaks my frames, but it's got a flying machine that flies through all the bamboo to break it, and then flies back when it's done. And underneath here we have a minecart system that collects all the bamboo, and all the bamboo gets put into here. I've been using lots of bamboo wood lately. No, we don't need to talk about this either. This is, it's not important. Don't worry about that. Over here we have my nether portal, and I wanted to build something like super overgrown, like maybe it's been here a really long time, like an ancient kind of portal thing going on here, and I really like the design that it came out with. I put a mangrove tree up there, put lots of vines and leaves and stuff around, and kind of make it seem like it's been overgrown, as being taken back maybe a little bit by nature. And a thin little pathway that kind of spreads as it goes up. But overall, yeah, I really like this design. I think it is super cool. And right behind me here we have the bee farm. This thing, wow, this thing is so good at collecting. I mean, like, look at this. Look at this. This is so much honey profits here. I don't even know what to do with it all. Some of it's just ending up here on the ground because I can't even keep up with this. I need to add like another chest or something in here to handle all this, because honestly, it's going crazy. Now, before we go to the other side, I wanted to show one more thing, which is my fishing house and fishing boat down there. Down here is the fishing boat, and we can board the boat via this little opening right here. And it's just a cute little boat, but it's got a secret pathway this way. If we go down here, there is a magma column that will take us down to our kelp farm. Now this is our kelp farm, which we have automatically being composted into bone meal. I recently picked up the bone meal that we had over here already, so these things aren't very full, but these things produce bone meal passively over time, just while I'm over at the base over here. And I definitely plan on having a much bigger bone meal farm very soon, because lots of good farms take up a ton of bone meal, so I definitely need a better way to collect it all. And these little, 5 6 wide things aren't really gonna cut it. So, we've got plans for another one coming up pretty soon here. We can take this bubble column back up to the boat. And from here, we can go over to our house here, which is our fishing house. Now this is where I come when I need to fish to get some loot out of the water over here, or if I just need a source of food, you know, fish or something like that. And I've spent so many hours here getting levels, getting loot, getting some fish when I first came over to this new area. This is just a little pier that I'm pretty fond of. Downstairs is where the magic happens. So you put your fish in here, and you put your other loot in here. And if you come downstairs, all your fish and stuff will get smelted down here. I've got lava drippers over here that I use to fill up this furnace. Oh, you can see we got some raw cod in here. Maybe we can fill this thing up a little bit. Let's get some lava. And we'll just put it over here in the side. And yes, more raw cod incoming. Now the other loot will go over into this chest over here, which just kind of hangs out here until I decide I want to sort it into these different barrels over here. I've got these semi-sorted out, and a little decoration of some pickles over here as well. Now this is access to the water should we need it. Maybe one day we will have a, like, you know, dock area out here as well, but for now it's just access to the water. This as well, access to water underneath the dock. So I connected that island over there. These are actually 2 separate islands, completely encapsulated in water. And I connected them using this bridge, and I really like this bridge, like supports that I created here. I came up with these supports myself. And I'm really proud of the way that it came out. I like these little light poles, especially during nighttime. They really light up the bridge in a nice little way here. And coming over to this side of the island, this is the area where I plan to have villagers in this area pretty much. And this is my apartment slash bodega for my villagers. I plan on having villagers live up top there. And down beneath, I decided to put in a flower shop, flowers and dyes. And that's where I've been storing a lot of my flowers and dyes for now, until I can come up with a centralized storage system for everything. And if we come in here, I installed some note blocks. Hopefully that's not a copyright issue. If you've played Animal Crossing, you definitely know where that song comes from. But over here we have barrels with all of our dyes in here. We don't have very much in stock yet. That is one thing that we are working on in this area, is to fully stock up these barrels with all the different dyes we need. So that whenever we need to dye anything from carpets, wool, or concrete or anything like that, we will have the dye on hand and ready to go. But I'm super happy with the way that this whole interior turned out. I used this yellow glazed terracotta as the floor, so I thought it looked kind of like sunflowers and it would fit the aesthetic really well. And I put all these different plants and stuff in pots on the tables all around as little, like, for sale tables and stuff like that. Up here is the front counter, and in the front counter is a secret little barrel where I have a cactus farm leading up to it. And upstairs is, well, it's still unfinished. But we have planned on having little apartments for each one of the villagers, you know, 2 per apartment here. Decorate the insides a little bit, and plan on also having common areas out here to kind of like act as like a common, maybe like kitchen area or something like that. Really make it feel homey for these villagers. But like I said, not fully done inside here yet. That's one of those things that we'll be working on over here. I got one more thing to show you guys over here, and it is this way. Now this, if you have watched Hermitcraft, you'll probably see my inspiration here a little bit. But I want to welcome you to Wool Street. Yes, this is my wool farm here. I've got every single different colored wool back there. I'm going to put some villagers or something back here act as little salespeople in the stalls. But I've got different colored wool for all different 16 colors in the game in each of these chests back here. And if you watch closely, maybe we'll get to see this, but the light on top will light up when they get sheared. Just for a second, add a little flashy pizzazz to this area. It's kind of hard to see from down here because the wool is blocking the view, but if we get up a little bit, maybe we'll get lucky and see it. Aha! There it happened. So that's everything that's been going on our server, and I've got a brand new area that I want to be working on as well because I found this giant underground cave full of deep slate, and I mean it's just a really pretty cave down there. I found amethyst geode and stuff down there as well, and I wanted to build nearby so that way I can always go down there and get it whenever I need to find some deep slate or some tuff or you know, amethyst. So I'm gonna take you guys over there now. And here we are. This is where I am planning on to put some big builds over here. Couple of big builds in this area. It doesn't look like much right now, I know, but I have prepped downstairs a little bit. If we hop down in here. Ooh, this is the cave that I was talking about. I mean, gorgeous. I just love the cave generation these days in Minecraft. I think it's so awesome. And over there is the amethyst geode that I found. It's really close to where we are right now. Now down here, I plan on building 2 separate moss bone meal farms. So we're just going to use a moss farm to generate bone meal, and hopefully that will lead to a lot more bone meal profits, especially between the 2 of them. Because the bone meal I have right now, it's coming in, but it's coming in a little too slow. Like if I want to build like a pickle farm, for example, those things take up so much bone meal. Oh my god. So I need a lot of bone meal. That's what we're going to do over here. And going back up, we have another build plan for over here, another farm I should say. And if I come down here, I'm going to be planning on building a flower farm over here. Just a little one that used to generate some of these flowers, because if we take a look at our F3 here, this is actually under a flower forest. And if you make a flower farm in a flower forest, I believe it will generate all the different types of flowers. So that's how we're going to get the renewable flowers, like the smaller ones, because the bigger ones you can obviously bone meal and duplicate, but the smaller ones, those are a bit harder. So I'm hoping making this flower farm here will lead to more of those small flowers that I can use to decorate, use as dyes, and I won't have to worry about it. So that is the full world tour here. I've got a lot of stuff going on. I think I plan on trying to get some of these people back on this server. It's been a little while. I will say it has been a little while, but I think that we could maybe get some of them back on, and I have actually a couple ideas on maybe some ways to maybe convince them how to get back on. So let's do that real quick. So for my idea, I've got to head on back to my base really quick. So I don't think I have, no. I need a couple name tags. Here we are, just in time too, because it's about to get dark. Alright, down to my storage area, which I guess I didn't really show you guys before, but this is my temporary storage area for now, and I've got a super smelter over here, along with some more dripping lava. Oh, I gotta show you guys. I gotta show you guys the best part. Let me just come on over here and maybe put this helmet on. Oh, what is this? This is my secret little area. I mean, not really much of a point to having a secret little area, especially on a server with everyone that I trust. But I thought it was a fun idea anyway. This is where I got some valuables hidden just in case maybe I run out and need some extra. I got some back here just in case. But really, I just wanted to use this as an excuse to build one of these secret doors here using the calibrated skulk sensor. But down here, we need some name tags. And we'll need to Dinner bone those. Let's head back to the main base area. Alright, back in the main base area, and I think our target here is going to be Simmons and Jay. So, I've got these name tags here, and she has some beloved pets down here. Wonder if I can name tag these. I know that they are tamed by her, so... Oh! My goodness, what in the world? Oh! I fell down. I mean... This is just ridiculous. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yep. Let's do the same thing over here. Oh my goodness. I love it. I think it's just the right amount of maybe encouragement to get her back on. Maybe try to fix this. Maybe we'll send her a picture of her cats. Let her know that they are misbehaving out here. And it might be an issue. And if that doesn't work, we'll have to come up with some other little pranks to get her back on. Maybe get some of the others back on as well. But for now, I think that's going to do it for this episode. This was a great tour of the world, of everything we've got going on. And in the next episode, we're going to start building. I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.